Hello, my name is Andrew Ramirez and I'm a student at Cal State San Bernardino.
My name is Kayla Kamchumnan, and I'm also a Cal State San Bernardino student.
And I'm Kayla Hinton. I'm a senior at Cal State San Bernardino.
Our article is focusing on children with DCA. Dance improves motor, cognitive, social skills in children with DCA. Some of the key words within our article that stood out to us were sensory motor skills, rhythm, rehabilitation, dance, cognitive skills, and social skills. Motor skills is a prime function in movements within the body to perform certain tasks. The motor development within an individual is vital to his or her ability to perform. In this multi-single case study, dance was used to develop and train sensory motor skills and the SMS. In this study, children with DCA, which is a rare dysfunction that affects the cognitive and motor skills, we would use dance to help engage the sensory motor sensors and the neural circuitry within a musical beat in a non-verbal, communicative, and a form of context within dance. The purpose of this study was to test the effectiveness of dance on a range of functions in children with DCA. It helps to develop and improve the sensory motor skills and also the SMS, motor, cognitive, social abilities, and balance, and functioning skills within the cognitive flexibility to explore a wide range of motion while listening to music and or a beat to develop and maintain motor skills, hand-eye coordination, balance, and mobility. Afferent neurons are our sensory neurons, and they are responsible for bringing in senses from the outside world, such as music. As in this article, we're doing dance and music. The connection between this is these afferent neurons will sense the music within our ears, the brain, the vision, the hearing, and it transmits it from our ears to the brain. The efferent neurons are our motor neurons, and these are responsible for carrying signals from the brain down into the peripheral nervous system in order to initiate an action. Dance helps reduce stress, and it increases the levels of serotonin, which is our feel-good hormone. It also helps to develop new neural connections, where some of these children are having the dysfunction or where it's not working correctly within their cerebellum, the dicephalon, the brainstem, the thalamus, and the hypothalamus, which are all working together for the coordination, the control of smooth action, the execution of movement, and our reaction times.
In the article, we researched children between ages 7 to 10 years of age participated in the study. Each child received a multidisciplinary assessment, including a neurological standard examination and a neuropsychological evaluation. The cerebellar function was evaluated with the item of SARA, or as the scale for the assessment of rating for ataxia. They then took a 7-week dance training protocol where they are tested and evaluated in movement, sensorimotor, and cognitive skills. There were 3 training sessions with a total of 14 dance classes, 1.5 hours each with a professional dance teacher, which are synchronization with rhythm, body, and space exploration, and choreograph. These sessions were to show how a person's body can react, whether it's music or a type of beat that is played, as well as using a metronome to give the child control and rhythm. Based on the assessments, the 3 training sessions show different results but great changes from each task. The perceptual, motor, and arithmetic task study was reduced after the training. There was a change in hopping on mats that was larger from the balance and motor control task. Flexibility was improved after the training based on neuropsychological tests. All of these tasks from each one that showed that the CEREB had the greater change in the control. Now, example for that is the SARA, which is the scale for the assessment. It's basically, it gives a score of what kind of movement is highest. Like example would be in dance, in music, you have like your fingers, or you really clap hands basically, or you have like finger movements, jazz hands, or even when you like sway around your body when you hear the beat. And the same goes with the metronome. The metronome like gives you a different scale of how many beats you could hear per minute. Like you hear, example, like 1, 2, 1, 2, or if it goes a little faster, depending on which song or what kind of genre of song it could be, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And each movement that you hear is based on all those it's like one of the senses for your brain to send the signals from the neurons to your brains and to your spine and all the way through your body, so that you can keep moving when you're dancing, or when you nod your head if you don't feel like dancing. But movement helps you keep active. And with the help of dance, it can get you to the rhythm so that you move anytime you want instead of just staying still and just feel nothing. The reason that the CEREB had the greater change is because our brain, it has all the 5 senses that we use or we do, like taste, smell, sight, touch, and hearing. And all these 5 senses are important to us. Yes, there are times we control ourselves normally, like in our own time, but our brain is the one that's in control. We could do something without our brains, but without the brain, we wouldn't even do anything, be smart or have a memory, or even have no emotion at all. Because our brain has like different lobes that carry a lot. That is focus, memory, movement, emotion, all of it.
So in conclusion with the article and all the studies, it has been explored that the effects of dancing training sessions in children with DSA has been a positive change. So after the 7 weeks of the training, they tested a positive change in the rhythmic, sensorimotor, cognitive, and social skills in most students. There was a comparison in the changes with the evolution of these skills in a group of age-matched control participants in the same time frame. It was confirmed that the CEREB students had a greater improvement compared to typical developing students. Children that had DCA difficulties in SMS were manifest. 6 out of 7 students were performed better than controlling when tapping to the beat of music. So this is the first time that rhythmic difficulties are reported in developmental anomalies affecting the cerebellum. With the studies, it's proved their hypothesis was correct, which was dance, which enhances sensorimotor functions, helped boost some of these functions in the cerebellar disorder. So in the critique, dance is a powerful art that can help students with many various things. In this article, it shows multiple studies on how dance can improve the motor, cognitive, and social skills in children with DCA. According to all the research, they have proved their hypothesis correctly and have found that children that are brought up in the dance classes help their abilities to catch on quicker and help them become more outgoing. The cerebellum is a key structure of the central nervous system and the roles in various motors, cognitive, and social. So when a student has DCA, they have problems developing new activities or even catch on to any of the new social skills. So with the study of using dance to help students gain that knowledge back into the brain, it's a great way to show what is best to put the students in so they can get a full experiences of learning. Personally, as a dancer for 15 years, I experienced a lot more quicker learning abilities because I was in dance. With the help of dance, I noticed that I could catch on a lot faster. I was a lot more outgoing, talking to the teachers, students, getting help, and everything like that, helping me not become less shy and everything. And so I could get the help that I need and the learning abilities to get fully the full experience with it. So I noticed that dance was a big help, and I hope dance can be a new subject for a lot of students so they could start getting the full experience and just having a funner time in school and have a fun time learning. So I believe dance should definitely become one of the new subjects.